Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently working on getting our fleet rebuilt, as well as building a lot of other things. But to be honest, we're getting close to having our constructions finished. That is really, really good, and we're going to hop right on in here. We can see we need 1329 dark matter. How much dark matter do we have right now? Okay, so we need about 1,000. As far as how much minor artifacts we need about 3,000 of those. Okay, well, I'm going to buy in half of the dark matter that we need. That should cover us for a while anyway. We're going to reinforce our fleets, and that brings us down to 764 dark matter. Yeah, we should be okay on that front. For the moment, our primary lack is going to be alloys, and I'm not going to buy alloys for the moment. This seems fine. Let's cruise on forward on fastest speed. And let's check through here to see if we have any available unemployment. I don't think we do, though. Yeah, the answer is we do not. So that looks fine, and our construction chips are all constructionating nicely. So that looks great. We should be finishing up some constructions relatively soon, though, I think.
Research concluded.
What research is this? An L-Gate Insight. Okay, that's for the best. We're going to grab another L-Gate Insight. That'll be fine. Eventually, we'll look to grab the L-Cluster, but we don't actually have any L-Gates still within our territory, although the Federation does. So there is that. The Federation is going to make things awkward in the L-Cluster. I'm not sure if we even want to open the L-Cluster, to be honest, but the Adriatic is not constructing up over here. Okay. So that looks fine. This can get redirected over to one of our planets. So which planet do we need to go to? Well, we can come down over here. We know we've already done Rimok, Alpha Centauri. We're in Skiridon right now. So Rebellious. Okay, into Rebellious we go. We are going to come and build an orbital ring right here. And then we're going to wait for this month tick so that we get a few extra alloys because we need to queue up another orbital ring here. Now, we don't have enough influence at this moment to be able to get our orbital habitat here, but that'll keep this busy for a while. So that should be fine, in theory, anyway. So that's all looking good. The next question, of course, is, oh, the Indus is also idle? Okay. What do we got going on here? Yeah, we just finished up the orbitals here. We've got Zeron Prime out over this way, so that would need to go then to Kodraka. And once here, we would need to come in this way and build an orbital ring. For the time being, we're simply going to enter orbit here. It's going to take a few months, 5-ish months, to get the influence to build that orbital ring. So that'll be fine. Influence is our primary lack in our constructions at the moment. So, sure. We're going to arrive here in just 20 days? Okay. Well, that's definitely going to take some time. Wait, we have another construction ship? They're passing through. Okay. I was just like, hang on a moment, but no, it's fine. They're just passing through. No concerns. 140 days on our updates on our astral threads. That'll be absolutely fine. I do see a notification out over here. So let's take a look through and see if we can find what that's trying to tell us. It is not a job issue. Okay. That's absolutely fine then. We're not too concerned about it if it's not a jobs issue. So that looks good. And the Indus is now idle. We need to wait until we have 50 influence, though. So it's just going to be a little while here. One more month tick, to be precise. So that is all looking good. Now, I'm wondering about when we can activate the Rubricator again. 1,000 days? Okay. But I think we can probably go into our astral threads here. I think we can do lateral artifacting. So let's do that, and that should allow us to activate the Rubricator. Nope. Okay, the Rubricator was the one that was already active. This is the same mistake I made last time. Okay, perfect. Well, you know, I just wasn't sure which one was actually active. I guess we'll go for the extra-dimensional Warlock, but that's not great. That's not great at all. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter all that much. We are making a good amount of minor artifacts per month, so I'm not too concerned about it. The Indus is ready to start its construction, so we're going to head into Kodraka, and we are going to build a mega structure here, an orbital ring to be precise. That's our only world that we have colonized here, correct?
Unshielded life signs detected in deep space.
Okay. So that seems fine for right now. We now need 320 influence by the time those orbital rings are finished. So if we have another idle construction ship that needs to start a new system, we probably disband it. Is what I'm thinking right now. Our power projection is maxed, so we have about 10% of the influence that we need. We'll see how that ends up going. So we just finished up an orbital in Nahal. That's fine. Let's continue to work on reinforcing our fleets here. 152,000 alloys. We had almost 10% of that as well. Okay. So this science chip is not doing anything. It can't find anything to do. I'm going to get rid of it. This one, same scenario. It can't find anything to do either. And we had everything available in the entire galaxy. So I guess we'll disband that too. And we just discovered a new archaeological dig, but I don't think this is within our territory. This is in an unclaimed system. Okay. Well, that is certainly noted. That is absolutely fine for right now. So we do need 140,000 alloys, 3,398 minor artifacts. Yes, we want to continue our research speed. They changed this, didn't they? This is only a 5% research boost. Interesting. That used to be 10. Okay. What can you tell us about L-gates? Yes, give us an L-gate insight. Cool. So that will be absolutely fine. We do have our fleets, I'd say, roughly half done on the rebuild. Thereabouts, but we do need a lot more alloys. No doubt about that. 4 notifications out over here means I want to take a look at some jobs. There's this research station here, and we could definitely upgrade this astral funnel. I guess that's fine. Then we've got this generator station. That's going to be a reactor district. No doubt about that one. What else do we have going on here? We've got a mining station here. Okay, we could definitely put in an astro mining bay, but we could also make an argument for upgrading these strongholds. I think for the moment, the astro mining bay makes a lot of sense. So we've got this generator station here. That'll be a reactor district. No doubt about that one. And that is all that we've got going on there. Okay, the Shenandoah just finished up in Polaris, so we need to colonize this world. And we don't need to spend additional influence at this time because we're going to need to build orbitals here. So that seems absolutely okay. And in Polaris here, we'll definitely get those orbitals built. There's a fair number of these that are going to need to be built. We already have an orbital ring here. That seems fine. So we're going to start off with a minor orbital here. And then is this a broken world? No, there's just nothing to build on that, I don't think. Okay, so that seems okay. I'm going to come out over here. We're going to build a minor orbital. We're going to come up over this way. This will be a major orbital. And then again, there's a debris cloud there, but we can't build anything around that, sadly. So minor orbital, major orbital, minor orbital. We're going to come over here, build, if I can select it, a minor orbital. There we go. This is going to be a major orbital, and then we've got a smaller star here. This is a binary, actually this is a trinary system. So then we've got a major orbital here. This is going to be a minor here. Checking up over here, more debris here, but nothing to be done with that. And so we've just got this system out over here. So we'll build a minor. That was just enter orbit. And then we'll build a major orbital and come out over this way and a minor orbital. And that should keep us busy here for a little while. Excellent. So off we go. No problem there. We'll get Polaris settled very, very shortly as well. That all looks good. Apparently we have another notification over here. Let's just take a quick peek. What do we got going on? The answer is not a lot, although Beta Aquilay here we could definitely work on. So, this is an awkward setup here, for sure. I'm thinking that we should make this into a forge world. So that means an alloy foundry. We can also put in a civilian industry, although it's not necessarily super necessary. But we'll also put in a Ministry of Production here, and that will be fine for the moment. We can also max out these industrial districts if we really wanted to. Just do something like this. There we go. And that planet would just grow for a while. Cool. So that is relatively fine for the moment. Let's check in on our construction ships. Nothing too much going on there. Okay. So we're just waiting on our next construction to finish. We're up to 94 influence at this point. That's not too bad. Now up to 106. We really want to have at least 160 in the bank at all times. At least. Just in case, so we don't have idling construction ships. We can see that this is 27%. Okay, this is going to be done eventually, but that'll take a little time. That'll take a while. This one, the Indus, will probably be done first. So that is definitely noted. 11 orders here, 7 orders here, 15, 4, 42. Yeah. This will be done pretty quick, too. Okay. So that's definitely noted. Definitely noted. Well, we're going to need a lot of influence to upgrade our orbital rings as well. So if we go into our planet tab here, we can go into here, and then we can press this button to open our orbital ring. And we're going to want to upgrade these very significantly. So we're going to need to take them to... I believe this goes up to tier 3. I'm fairly certain on that. So that's going to take quite a lot of influence to get all of that done, but that doesn't require construction ships. So we're just making our way through all of these planetary systems, and there's not that many planetary systems left, to be honest. So we're making very, very solid progress here. We have an idle, or rather a ship notification here. I'm not sure what is theoretically idle. I don't think anything is. I think we just had this additional colony ship. That is fine. Okay. 6 notifications now, though. Oh, my. Hang on. I saw one there, but then I noticed that it was actually dealt with. Okay. So we've got this generator station here. We're making lots and lots of energy credits. I'm not sure how many more generator station upgrades we actually need here. This is going to be 6 additional, so that would leave us with just 5 available districts to toss into industrial. I'm going to put in an alloy foundry here, and a civilian industry, and a Ministry of Production. That'll do for now. Okay. So then we've got this generator station here. This one, I'm completely fine with maxing out the reactor districts. So we'll take this up to an energy nexus and build a pair of reactor districts. That seems okay. And then we've got this habitat here. Now, this is absolutely just going to be production here. So that sounds good. We're going to put in an alloy foundry. We are going to put in a civilian industry. I don't think we're advanced enough here to put in a Ministry of Production yet. Yeah, we're not. Okay, that is fine. Anything else growing that we need to put jobs in for? The answer is not yet. Okay. We may want to start just going through and maximally building these at some point. I'm not sure when that point is. It might be now. Potentially. The question is, when is the Indus going to be done here? 83%, and... okay, this is going fairly slowly. Noted. Okay, well, we've got a new entry here. Cool. Well, for now, let's just hop over and start going through these. So, this is maxed, this is maxed. This is not maxed, so we would look to build additional research additional research complexes here. That's going to be a fair number of available jobs.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
And then from here, the question is, would we want to put in generator districts and mining districts or industrial districts? Our biggest deficit here is energy and consumer goods. So we could put in a pair of industrial districts, max out our generator districts, and then fill out the rest with industrial districts, like that. Okay, this world is good to go. This world is done. here on Nahal Science, we could absolutely put in a pair of generator districts and then a pair of industrial districts. That would be fine. Help offset some of that. Next up is this mining station. This mining station is as good as it's going to get in terms of mining. So a Ministry of Production and then a civilian industry and an alloy foundry here would all be good. We could even put in an ancient refinery for another one of these building slots. Seems fine. Beyond that, we would definitely want to build some industrial districts here, but honestly, I think this is okay. So we've got 8 notifications here. What needs to be worked on? I think we're going to max out planets as we find them empty like this. So what would we want to do here? Well, this is primarily a mining location. In fact, it's pretty much exclusively a mining location. And let's just go ahead and max out the astro mining base. That'll be fine. There's going to be some empty building slots there still, but that's okay. We can get the Habitat Central Control upgraded here. We're going to need to have... Actually, do we need that? Hang on. Let's find out. Let's go down here and find out, can we build a Ministry of Production yet? No. Okay, we'll come back to this one. That seems fine then. So we've got this generator station here. Similar situation. Let's upgrade the mineral purification hub, and let's build our astro mining bays and reactor districts, but we're going to have to come back to this after we've upgraded the Habitat Central Control. So that's going to take a little bit of time. Similar situation here, to be honest. So this is going to be an energy grid, a mineral purification plant, and then reactor districts and astro mining bays. But we're going to have to come back to this. Okay. They're just not fully grown enough. So the Jordan is currently idle. That is over in Nahal. Okay, so this is all fine. We've got the orbital rings going here. I'm going to disband the Jordan. I don't think we can afford to have that number of ships going. Up over here, we're going to want to put in our Habitat Central complex. And that, of course, was always the plan here. So that looks good. And we're going to continue to bank up our influence for now. Okay, additional unemployment, apparently. Noted. Let's just check through here and see what we've got going on. Most of these are already handled. Yeah, they're already all handled. Okay, whatever. That is fine. So we should definitely reinforce our fleets. We've got 27k alloys right now. We've got plenty of dark matter and minor artifacts for the moment. We are still currently alloy limited, but that will change. So that looks good. We're going to continue to reinforce these fleets. In fact, we're getting quite a lot of fleet construction going. We got another L-Gate insight. The L-cluster is almost within our reach. Okay, so this seems fine. I'm going to go back to auto research here. Cool. The question is, what L-Gate should we activate? It's going to be really awkward for us because we don't have any L-Gates in our territory. Oh, we've got an Astral Thread in Eptrabon available. How long has that been there? That's interesting. I'm going to have the Sirius come over and grab that once it's... Or rather, the Susquehanna come over and do that once it's done in Sirius. It's going to take it a little while here, but that should be fine and give it something to do that doesn't eat up influence. So that is good.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Okay, we definitely want to put in a robotic assembly plant here. Looks good. What other jobs do we need to put in? I'm interested in just maxing out planets at this point, and we'll see, or rather, not necessarily planets and habitats. I'm interested in maxing out any sort of colonies at this point. So anytime jobs become available, if we can, we plan on getting that done. We do need to do a robotic assembly plant here. Perfect. But for now, we're just waiting on some of these constructions to come through to deal with the unemployment. We've only got 5 here. Control Q, huh? I'm pressing Control Q. That doesn't do anything. Control A and D change the tab. But this must be indicating that it's already been handled. Interesting. I'm going to try that once we see another notification pop in. That'll be interesting. If we can just Control Q to do that, that'll be very helpful. That would be nice to have known a while ago. I've looked at that a bunch of times, but I never actually looked at that hotkey. We'll see if that just selects the notification. I think that's what it's intended to do. So that is definitely neat, and let's hop over here and see what we've got going on. So the Volga has 7 more orders here. Yeah, that's going to take some time. Okay. That all seems relatively fine. We're still working on getting enough alloys to reinforce our fleet. We need 113,710 of them. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So that's definitely a thing. We're going to reinforce our fleets now, although I'm just kind of waiting for this month tick, which is actually a year tick. There we go. Oh, we got dividends from the Watchtower Services Enclave. Okay, cool. And we'll reinforce these fleets with roughly another 10% of what we need. It's not quite 10%, but it's pretty close. So that'll be fine for now. We're down to 1 notification over here. So I'm guessing that this has already been handled, this notification. And we can try the hotkey, but yeah, it's not doing anything. So I'm just going to be watching for this number to go up, and then we'll try that hotkey and see how that works. That'd be neat. It's kind of an obscure hotkey, no doubt about that. So the CAR Rubicon just finished one of its things, but it's got additional work to do. The Yangtze 2, we're going to have to queue up orbitals for. That's fine. Can we do science ship automation on orbitals? Hang on, I don't want you to do that. Don't do that. Where are you? You're over in Balawar? Okay. We messed this up a little bit. So that seems fine? Where are you? I think we canceled the habitat that was supposed to be here. Yeah, that's what happened. Okay. That's fine. We're just going to get started on it again. That's obnoxious. Yeah, I always forget that you can't queue the automation after the current construction. It would be nice if you could. That's for sure. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. That's okay. I guess that will delay the Yangtze 2, so that'll give us time to regenerate some influence. It's not the worst thing in the world. No doubt about that. Well, we're going to be replenishing our ships here soon. This is going to take us down under 100,000 alloys that we need to put in. We've still got 551 dark matter here, and we've got 483 minor artifacts at this moment. Okay, so if we were to reinforce this, we need 808 dark matter. So we need about 250 more dark matter. In fact, exactly 250 more dark matter. And we also need roughly 2,200 more minor artifacts, which that's going to be a little bit harder to get our hands on. So I think that we just don't need to buy any dark matter from here. I think we're reasonably fine. The minor artifact issue is definitely going to be a hefty one, but it's okay to be banking our alloys. We still need to bank 100k alloys, right? So that shouldn't be a big deal. The Formless have offered us a reward. We're going to take their knowledge. Again. We're going to go after their throne once we've rebuilt our ships. We just want to have our ships rebuilt first. That's mission number 1. So this is all looking good at this point. We can continue to reinforce our fleets. Where are we on that anyway?
Research concluded.
We're just queuing up a cruiser here. And then corvettes are going in here. Okay, noted. So we finished up aggressive conditioning, and strike craft damage is happening next. That's not very relevant. It really, really isn't. So you just control, if you're on this tab, you just control A and then control, oh, we just had one pop in. I hit the hotkey and it went away. It didn't open. I guess it just acknowledges the notification. That's a little awkward. Well, I guess we'll continue to go through these manually then. I do not see the notification here. Maybe the notification went away on its own once I pressed the button. We had like a migration or something. That we're not supposed to have migrations, but let's buy in a few alloys since we are currently capped on our energy credits. We're no longer capped on our energy credits, but we did get 19k alloys out of that. So that is definitely a chunk of what we need. This is about 20%, a little over 20% of what we need. Not bad. Can we actually spend it? The answer is no, we don't have the minor artifacts. Okay, I'm not shocked about that necessarily. So that is fine at this point. Minor artifacts are becoming our choke point, and we knew that this would become the choke point. That's absolutely expected. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue to work on our construction. We should, I believe, max out our fleets pretty easily next episode. And then we're going to go after that throne of the Formlesses. That'll be interesting. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Andy McGar, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Tommy Kintogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.